What's going on, guys? And in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys 5 tips to help you purchase your first spinning lightsaber that you would like to spin with or start spinning with. Let's get into it. So you want to start spinning, but you don't know exactly on how to start or where to start, right? So tip number 1 would be a lightsaber company. Now this is really important because you need to be doing your homework on these companies. There's a lot of bad companies out there, but that being said, there's also a lot of good companies out there. You just need to either have a good recommendation from a friend or even from a social media influencer, you know, that you can actually like trust and they actually vouch for that company, you know, because like there's a lot of them that might just push out a saber just to get a couple extra dollars, you know, in their pocket. So do keep that in mind, but I would recommend getting into some type of group with you know, Star Wars fans, and even trying to connect with people that actually own lightsabers. That would be your best option on kind of like the ticket on how to go about finding these companies. So tip 1 is do your homework. Even if the person does say, hey, this company's really good, you know, I've had this saber, blah blah blah, you should get one. No, what you should do is do your homework on that company. Compare people's reviews on website, Reddit, and even, you know, a couple of other social media places that you can find. Do very vigilant, you know, homework on that company or any company that you look into, because knowing exactly what type of company it is and how their quality is and how their sabers hold up, most important, how they hold up is going to be the deciding factor if you're going to purchase a saber from that company. Longevity, very important. Tip number 2 is the hilt design. Now there's a lot of hilts to choose from, but for this video and this purpose, if you want to start spinning, especially for a beginner, you want something that is going to be very clean and sleek looking, you know, nothing, you know, poking out or, you know, going to be giving you some type of interference when you're spinning. Now, for example, as you can see with this lightsaber, it is very sleek, very clean. There's no you know, edges or any type of design that is going to be poking out or interfering you know, with your spinning. So it's really important that you look at what type of lightsaber hilt you want to get and if it's going to be best for spinning. That is the most important question. Is it going to be best for you to start spinning? Is it going to be comfortable? Is it going to be light? You know, is it durable? You know, is it going to break easy? You know, all those type of things that you need to look into and make sure it has. Once you then pick out your hilts, the next thing is going to be tip number 3, which is the functions or the electronics of the saber. Some companies allow you to pick the type of electronics that go into the hilt that give it those effects, and some others might already have them installed already with the core, which we call as the electronics, but the core inside the hilt is already there. Some of them you can, you know, swap out, and some of them you can't. So what do you want for functionality wise? Do you want it to have gesture control? Do you want it to have multiple blade colors? Do you want flash on clash? You know, do you want smooth swing? You know, do you want to be able to turn off the flash on clash? Do you want to be able to turn off and on certain functions like the sound? You know, do you want to have a saber that's going to be able to do a high, low, and a mute volume function? These are all personal choices that you guys will have to make to either sacrifice or to actually, be accommodated for that type of choice that you want to make. It is a bit challenging to find those types of sabers, but there are companies that do offer different cores that have different functions. Just make sure when you do purchase these cores to ask the right questions, to ask, hey, how long will it last for? Or, hey, can I turn this on and off? Ask all the questions that you want to ask, and that's why I'm telling you guys this, because you want to be able to do the things you're going to do with that saber that you purchased. You don't want to have to then buy another one and be like, dang, I don't like the way this does that, and I cannot, I can't stop it. I can't turn it off. So make sure you guys take that into a factor, that you need to know exactly what you want, because at the end of the day, it is coming out of your money, your pocket, and you want to have something that's gonna, bring you joy and be comfortable with it. Tip number 4 is blade size. Now, there's a lot of people that have different blade sizes, and they are at different heights. For me personally, I have a 32 inch, and I even have it on my NeoPixel as well, because I just believe I'm 5'11", 5'10 and a half. So you have to go with kind of like your height size. Now, you don't have to, but it will just be easier for you to spin with something like that. So my suggestion is, if you are 5 feet between 5'7", I'd recommend a 20, you can go with a 26 to a 28 blade size if you are 5 feet to 5'7" feet. Or if you are 5'8" to 6, I would recommend a 32 inch. And if you are 6 and beyond 6, 6'7", 6'6", 6'5", I would recommend a 36 inch blade. Just because the reason why I have a 32 inch and not a 30 or something smaller is because I think, and just my personal belief, when I take photos or like when I spin with it, but I guess for this case, taking photos, even though I don't take many photos, I should, but for my case, I just don't feel like it's visually pleasing if the blade is a bit shorter than the person, being a bit taller. Like, it looks a little off. Obviously, there are short blades, which are the shotos. Those ones are short blades. Those ones are actually, that's why they call them the shotos, because they're short blade, lightsabers. So if you're going for that, by all means. But if you're going for something that you want to have, a clean, good looking picture, like, hey, that blade actually goes with him, or does, the picture justice with the blade size and him, or her. So blade size is a thing. But for my recommendation, though, that would be the set heights that I would personally insist on you guys, looking into. Like, again, there's a couple people that have 36 inch blades and they're only 5'4", so it's, I know they have a hard time spinning it. You can see it, and their form is just a little bit more off due to the weight and also it just being much longer to bring around. So that is something that you guys will have to decide. And tip number 5. So tip number 5 is something that's kind of like a motivation for you guys, or something that is to inspire or to help you guys learn, would be following or watching YouTube videos, watching certain creators, see how they started, see what their journey was like, because that can be inspirational for you, or that can be information. Either way, I believe there's always when you see someone else doing something, it motivates you, it pushes you to either improve or do better, anything along those lines. So I think it would really help you guys to get that inspiration and try to go after whatever you want to do with your lightsaber spinning, whether it be spinning occasionally, some basic spins, or if you want to make like flow routines or do like certain amount of tricks and cool looking trick. There's a lot of creators such as myself, that put out that type of content. So there's a lot of variety to choose from. So and again, you can look into that creator and be inspired by that move that they do, or do something that they do but change it up a little bit, or if you do copy a creator, make sure you don't say, oh, I made this up by myself, I invented this move, no, like make sure it's really frowned upon. So make sure you either give credit to that person, hey, I saw you do this and I wanted to try it, at them, tag them, or say, hey, I was inspired by so and so to learn this move, and this move is so cool, thank you. Like give your appreciation to that person, because it's really frowned upon to not only steal someone's work, but to claim something that you didn't do or you didn't invent. So yeah, those are my 5 tips to help you guys to look into starting to spin, to make you help you with your first purchase on to starting to get into spinning, lightsaber spinning, or just to buy a lightsaber that you just want to casually spin with. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. May the Force be with you.